Hey, fellow Aquas, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at your Llamas and the Maven seasonal reading here. So let's get right into the meditation. A bit of a head scratcher, but in a fun way. I saw an image of there's a movie that I don't remember even when it came out, sometime in maybe the early noughties or something, called The Lake House. Does anybody know that movie with Sandra Bullock and maybe Keanu Reeves? I don't remember if he was in it or not. And it's been forever since I've seen it, but I know it involved like a magical mailbox where they were sending letters to each other over like different time, like from the past and the future, and they send these letters and somehow find the other. And that's what I was seeing, this mailbox and Sandra Bullock standing next to it. And then she's on a lake, and I saw this sailboat drift towards the shore. And it's a sailboat from a Pinterest, like a pin on Pinterest that I saw a long time ago. That maybe you've seen it too if you're on Pinterest, but it's a scene of this sailboat that has these string lights on it. And the sail acts as a projection screen or screen for a projector. And there's like this old movie, like this romance movie playing out on the sailboat. You're sitting watching a movie like on the sails of the sailboat in front of you. Like it's very picturesque, very like in a way it's a bit cottagecore, I think, in a way too. It's like, oh, it's very cute. What's really fascinating about this as it's coming through is I got a couple of comments on this. Number one, I'm being reminded of a reading I did, Lord knows when it was, some time ago, where I channeled Capricorn season as being especially important for Aquarians. And I'm getting that now. Whatever you put just stay with me here. Whatever you put in this mailbox, this magical mailbox, and send off into the universe right now is going to come back during Capricorn season. So whatever you are manifesting, whatever you are working towards, whatever seeds that you want to plant right now or have planted that you want to see grow, I'm telling you, this feels like the time period for it. This Llamas into Maven you're going to see some returns come back by or during Capricorn season. This feels like a sort of follow-up to that reading where it's like, hey, now's the time. There's something coming here. Now, I do want to say as well, it's a funny way to say it, but I'm hearing like, be careful what you wish for in terms of, prepare yourself, because I see an image of you putting, whatever this is for you, whatever you're putting out there in the world into the mailbox, and then you go back to check it and it's like overflowing. I'm seeing that image from Harry Potter where it's like a million letters being pushed through the mail slot from Hogwarts, like just piling up. I feel like you're being prepared in a certain way. And the way that you're being prepared is, I feel like Spirit is asking, can you be intentional in what you want to attract? Because you're going to be attracting things. We all have our, magical magnet moments where we're in that place of attraction, right? Can you be mindful about what you want to attract to you? It's going to make it easier a little bit down the line. Imagine if you're attracting things that are all wonderful options versus if you have to kind of like filter through, some, extras that you just feel like, oh God, do I have to deal with this? I don't want, okay. Right? Just imagine that everything that you're attracting and manifesting comes through and everything sounds great. It's all just the cream has risen to the top. And it's all a reflection of you and perfect for you. There's something about that. Because oftentimes, when we are in a place of attraction, we attract good and bad. We attract things that are for us and not for us. And we're asked to step into our King of Swords as air signs and go, okay, and Queen of Swords, really, and go, okay, that's not for me, that is for me. And sometimes that's where we get caught up, is really stepping in the objectivity well enough to know what is for us, to look several steps down the road and go, this looks really good right now, but how am I feeling about this? How is this going to look 6 months from now? Is it going to look as shiny as new as it looks, or is it fool's gold? That's what I'm getting here. I have shivers. That's what I'm getting. The more intentional you can be about this now, with the attitude of, I know I'm going to be attracting dividends on what I'm putting out there. I know I'm going to see, this harvest come back to me. So what exactly do I want that to look like? Because I have another thing to let you know, which is that it is about to be so busy, like so full, so busy, so happening. I feel like it's all happening at once. And I'm seeing the image of like a swelling, like a pregnant belly that is swelling, 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 swelling. And Capricorn season around then is just going to be like, oh God, it's going to be a lot. I have shivers as I talk about this. I can feel your divine team as the collective, Aquarian collective, that is here to shake up the paradigms and transform the world. I can feel their hands like around you going, okay. And it's like a coach, getting a player ready to go on the football field. That's what this feels like. Ooh, I have shivvies, like so many shivvies. It's just like, whoa. It's like this magic moment is what if I'm hearing. This magic moment feels like that. So animal energy for this time frame is sea serpent, which is just hello. First of all, this is a animal spirit that is just of spirit, right? That's why it's a circle, right? So it's this is the equivalent of a major arcana within this deck, which means it's destined and fated, right? Now, I love this. Now, this is Jormungandr, right, from Norse mythology. So it's the serpent, the sea serpent, biting his own tail, wrapping himself around the entirety of the world with that all-seeing eye in the middle. This speaks of a completion of cycles. This is really speaking to me even more so of planting or really planting these seeds and then seeing them come back around. And it's like, wow, everything just comes together. It's a full circle moment. Ooh, it's a full circle moment. Capricorn season starting now, full circle moment, that magical mailbox that works in all directions of time and space. Whew, it's a full circle moment. That's what this feels like. And it feels like you are being prepped and coached on how to work with this time leading up to that point. Take your moments where you can get them, I'm hearing. If you have an opportunity, even if it seems a little counterintuitive, from now, especially during this season until Capricorn season, if you have oh, by the way, I should probably mention, Capricorn season is January 20th till maybe 21st or so. Anyway, around there, give or take. If you have the opportunity, even if it seems counterintuitive to do so, if you're quite busy, to even take a weekend away and go sit by a lake or reflection or a point or something that is a little bit like a switch up or a change up to what you are normally doing, do so. Because I feel like there could be some magical insights that you're only going to get switching up your environment and breaking your patterns in a way. Okay? It's like, it just feels like that sailboat coming in with that screen for you. It just feels like there's an opportunity from spirit, an opportunity from the universe is going, hey, take that invitation to go away for the weekend because you're going to have a realization or an idea or an opportunity to catch your breath before you go back into it. There's something about that, okay? I also feel like throat very activated. I also feel like, especially with this color blue in the throat chakra, I feel like there's a special message. It's related to what you have to say or your platform or how you put yourself out in the world. It just feels like it's incredibly important, okay? What is your mission statement? It's a full circle moment. Feels like something like that. So you're coming through as the moon. Hello, Pisces energy. Now, what's really interesting about this is that, traditionally the moon speaks of the unknown. It speaks of psychic abilities. It speaks that things that are hidden coming into the light. But there's a sort of mania, a sort of wild mania that goes with this key. And the fact that this is what you're coming through as during this time period, it really just feels like you are operating at like that magic mailbox. Stupid magic mailbox. I keep seeing. I don't even think I understood that movie when I was watching it. Now it's like the main player in this reading for some reason. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you've seen it. You know what this is. When you're coming through as the moon, it's another way of saying like you're operating on a thread of magic and where it's fully backstage preparation and you're building towards something, just like the moon waxes and wanes. It feels like you are building towards something in particular, and it's going to be revealed when the moon is at its most ripe. I'm seeing so Capricorn season, but I'm also seeing the full moon in Pisces. Something particular about that. Maybe mark that down or remember it. The full moon in Pisces could be something around that in terms of timing. But this feels incredibly powerful and inherently magical that you're coming through is the moon during this time frame. It's almost like you're operating within a magical realm of knowing, when and how to move. It just feels very Merlin-esque. Just feels Morgana Le Fay, really. It just feels incredibly potent, a little bit mysterious, and otherworldly. Now, in your place of challenges, and this is what I was saying, is the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. So this is fast moving energy. This is feeling really passionate and really moving without necessarily thinking first. The fact that this is in your place of challenges, and we have a dandelion here, which is a symbol of wish fulfillment, but when you blow on it, right, those seeds scatter absolutely everywhere. I feel like this is also a reflection of being intentional and what you want to draw towards you, right? You know that saying of like when it's like, oh, I'll just see what happens. I'll just submit this to everybody and see who wants it. I'll just like put myself out there and see what happens. I'm hearing for you that could lead to more trouble than it's worth. Be intentional in what you're attracting. Be intentional in what you want, what you're manifesting. A lot of the times they say like in manifesting, it's to keep it a little bit more open and let the universe choose the menu. Be intentional in this. I'm telling you, be intentional in this because it is about to come back to you. These seeds that you've blown on this dandelion and they're about to come back like tenfold, and it's about to get quite full, quite busy. So just be mindful about that. Be the snake that knows when to strike and when to be still, and really think about what you want your life to look like, how you want to feel, what you want your reality to be on the other side of this time period. Be specific, be mindful and conscious. Be Merlin, be the magician, right? That's what this feels like, right? If you're making a magic potion, just go with me here. If you're making a magic potion, you're not just going to throw a bunch of stuff in the pot and hope that it turns out okay, right? You're going to be very intentional about what you are putting in there. It's a certain sort of alchemy, a manifestational alchemy. And that's what it feels like you're being called to do during this time period. In your place of advice, I'm so here for this. We have 8 of Swords. So we are the swords, right? As air signs. So here we have a butterfly that is coming out of its cocoon. Traditionally, 8 of Swords is really us at our worst. It's analysis paralysis. It's existing within a mental prison to which only we hold the key. It's unable to get out of our heads and into our feeling. It's not a very good time. But do you see the connection between when we think about the moon here, right? And we think about what it is to go into a cocoon and go through a metamorphosis so that we can fly on the other side of it. I'm really drawn to this nighttime, quiet, still energy, reflecting this energy of the cocoon in our place of advice. I am really hearing that there is something about taking some time with and for yourself in the darkness to mine through what exists in your shadow realm, in your personal shadowlands, and also picking out what you actually want to give light and focus to. There's something about this that feels alchemical, intentional, purposeful, magical, all of those things. But I feel like when this comes through as your advice, it's also saying, don't focus on the how or the when. Focus more on the what. Right? Focus more on the what. Be intentional on what it is you want your life to look like, right? The energy that you want your relationships to have, what your ideal reality looks like. And do it under the light of the moon. Do it in a way that is purposeful and conscious and personal, like just with and for yourself. This isn't something to expose to the light of day. This is something for you to do on your own and get really intentional about what this is. And I'm hearing for you to step fully into your path as an Aquarian, as part of this collective, where you're here to shake up the paradigm and shift how the world acts and really change people's ways of thinking and all of the humanitarian, magic that you are here to spread far and wide. There's something about doing this for yourself first during this time frame when we're winding down towards the end of the year. Now, obviously, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's actually not that different because you're moving from Imbolc into the spring equinox, which is that time of sleep into renewal, right? It's those different but same energies, right? So there is something here around the advice about the growth aspect of it, right? What are you looking to grow into? Feels incredibly important. Now, in your place of victory, hello, goodbye, hello again. It's the Eight of Pentacles. The spider here. It's really beautiful. The spider speaks of, in terms of animal energy, what story are you weaving? What is your story? What is your personal legacy? What is the tapestry of your life? Synchronicity, timing, choices, they all reverberate within the great cosmic web that is time. And I feel like that's relating to that lake house mailbox as well, right? I feel like there are things, and I was getting this to your meditation as well, there are things that you put out there or people that you met a long time ago that are going to be coming back around now. It could have been lessons that you learned that are actually coming full circle now that you're like, oh yeah, wait a minute. Oh, I'm really glad I had that experience. It didn't feel so great at the time because it's really informing what I do right now. I can benefit from the wisdom of my own experience. Woo! Just got shivers. That's what this feels like. Now, traditionally, and this also represents actual writers as well. So special shout out to those of you who use your voice, use your pen to put out a message and share, what you know with the world. Eight of Pentacles traditionally is about hard work and skill or talent meeting up with divine timing. And that's the whole thing feels like it's about, is divine timing. So the fact that this is your victory and you're going to come out in this place where it's like that saying of like, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's exactly what this is. Coming out, Eight of Pentacles, master of your own web and craft, but also think about how things get caught in a spider's web, right? Remember how I said you're going to be like a magical magnet attractor? And the more intentional you are now, the less you're going to have to kick out of the web, and the more you're just going to go, oh, these are all great choices. I can't go wrong. It's just about what I want. What are you attracting into your web? Be intentional about it now, because it is about to on. In terms of your Lammas Oracle, I really love this. You got Tiger's Eye and a new path and opportunities for positive transformation await you. Ooh, transformation, like the butterfly and the moon. A new path and opportunities for positive transformation await you. Hello. This also speaks of, Tiger's Eye in terms of the crystal, really helps your confidence. I also feel like you can take this a little bit literally. Get yourself some Tiger's Eye. It's going to help you really fully sit in the seat of your purpose. As Aquarians, we can be guilty of having 100 great ideas at once, and it can be a little bit difficult and even sometimes a little bit boring to just focus on one. If you're anything like me anyway. I feel like Tiger's Eye is going to help hone that energy so that it's focused, right? Does anybody read Sarah J. Maas books? There's I'm going to get geeky for a second. She writes a series. It's a Court of Thorns and Roses. And there are these magical beings, these fae, that have these really intense powers. And they wear these, I forget what they're called, but they wear these sort of crystals that help them hone the power and focus it and channel it. And I feel like that's what Tiger's Eye can do for you during this time. A new path and opportunities for positive transformation with you. I also feel like you're going to be, some of the reason why I feel like you're being prepared for this in this way is because you're going to be shaken out of your comfort zone. I'm telling you that right now. And it's about the stars in the sky, the stars with the moon, the stars here in this key. There's something about this that is going to put you onto a public platform or cause you to make choices or make agreements or choose something that is going to go against what is comfortable for you. But that doesn't mean that it's not a vital and beautiful and positive aspect of your soul growth. This is a matter of soul growth and taking it to another level. And that's not always going to be comfortable. As a matter of fact, sometimes our discomfort is the best gauge of embarking on something that is for our highest and best good. But discomfort in an exciting way, not discomfort as in I'm filled with dread. You know the difference. Ooh, it just feels incredibly important. The greatest version of yourself exists outside of your comfort zone. Okay? Tobacco, also number fascinating. Also, 4 + 4 is 8. And we have the 8 here and the 8 here. 8 is the number of financial abundance. Hello. Tobacco. Another moon here. Feed your ancestors. Raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. Feed your ancestors. Raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. I really feel like this has to, I know I keep going on about this stupid magical mailbox, but it feels so pertinent. I feel like this is calling upon the magic from every time and direction and every part of you and those who've come before you and those who will come after. There's something about this just feels like I told you, all of your ancestors, all of your team, all of your guides, it feels like they have their hands on your shoulders and they're preparing you to go in for the big game. It's like they've been alerted, like this is a major soul growth moment for our person here. They're about to go up to a whole other level, and we've got them. We are supporting them. I'm seeing a stage where someone's about to walk onto it and into the spotlight to thunderous applause. That's what this feels like to me, that moment before. I'm seeing a really funny image from the movie 8 Mile with Eminem, where it's like he's about to go onto that big rap battle at the end before he wins it. It's like that. I don't know why that popped in. rabbit. But that's what it feels like. That excitement. That whoo, this is it. As RuPaul says, don't F it up. Half kidding. So with your, I'm fully kidding. You're not going to F it up. Just it's that feeling, right? Of like this is an opportunity. This is what I've been building towards. And it's just time you're going to be here very, very soon, where your wish fulfillment is going to require you to come out of your comfort zone. And that's what this is. So your outcome here is the Page of Water, which is Page of Cups. Now, I'm really obsessed with how this is shown in this deck. First of all, Page of Cups is doing work that you love to do, that you would do even if you didn't get paid for it. It's about doing work that you look up and the time has flown. It's really living your best life, right? If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That is Page of Cups energy. Those lotus flowers coming up from the mud and the dirt and the excrement to bloom on top. I'm telling you, you've done the work to get to where you're going, okay? This conch shell with this mermaid, that is a symbol of attracting luck and abundance, and it's also called like soulmates, right? Soulmates in work, soulmate in love, soulmate relationships, soulmate partnerships, right? Because soulmates are not just romantic, right? The people we're meant to partner up with in this lifetime. Your conch shell, darling, like you are working on what that is. And I feel like it's already happened to a certain extent with that dandelion seeds, but this is like happening, right? And also mermaid is Pisces energy, and so is sea serpent. We're channeling Capricorn season and a Pisces full moon, which is really interesting because look at the bridge. Capricorn season happens right before Aquarian season, right? And then on the other side is Pisces season. And we're looking at those two placeholders. And then in the middle is your wish season, your birthday season. Hello. It's so beautiful, Aquarius. I do feel like, though, there's a bit of this where it's like, again, wish fulfillment requires change. Wish fulfillment requires that you get out of your comfort zone, right? The more intentional you can be about this now. And again, it's the magic if. It's acting as if this is already done and on its way to you. It's in the mail. It's in the post, right? And you have the opportunity to curate exactly how it comes through. It's in the oven. You can curate how it comes out of the oven, right? It's really, really beautiful, Aquarius. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Okay. That being said, I so hope that this helps and resonates. It does feel like, put me in the game coach energy, but I'm all the way here for it. Call upon your team. They are right. I'm telling you, I see their hands right there with you. Sometimes they'll let you go and, look, no hands, but they are right here with you. This feels like a very important time in terms of your soul signature and why you're here. And it's, again, new is the word. New opportunities, new challenges, new potentials, right? Growth, right? Really beautiful. So let me know in the comments how you do, and let me know in the comments if you've ever seen this movie Lake House and what the takeaway from that movie is. I just haven't seen it in 1,000 years or something. And let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you find this reading. I love being with you guys and chatting with you guys in the comments. Hit the like button for me, subscribe, all that good stuff. With that being said, just thank you so much as always for being here. And most of all, and as always, fellow Aquas, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.